Now, in that spirit, I'm actually somewhat surprised by the bizarre move by our colleagues from the Armenian Assembly of America who decided to submit the testimony here. First of all, I thought it was a discussion on Azerbaijan. Second, I hope I haven't seen that testimony, but I believe that it addresses three very important issues.
Chairman Cardin, Co-Chairman Smith, distinguished commissioners, on behalf of the Armenian Assembly of America, I want to thank you for holding today's hearing. The Assembly remains deeply concerned about the growing authoritarianism in Azerbaijan, its move away from democracy, and its impact on the region, particularly America's ally, Armenia.
The Assembly remains concerned about the destruction, confiscation, and conversion of Armenian churches by Azerbaijan, including the well-documented eradications of Christian Armenian heritage in the region Nakhichevan. In fact, just this month, the director of the International Council of Monuments and Sites stated that no trace of Armenian monuments has been left in Nakhichevan. The Assembly also remains deeply troubled by the Azeri destruction of a centuries-old Armenian cemetery in Jurfa, Nakhichevan. At the site of the now-destroyed Armenian cemetery, Azerbaijani authorities have constructed a firing range for Azeri military use.
Unfortunately, but not surprisingly, these authoritarian trends also spill into the Nagorno-Karabakh peace process, wherein the Azerbaijani government also continues to violate the 1994 ceasefire agreement mediated under the auspices of the OSCE, including sniper fire into a local Armenian kindergarten and some 200 ceasefire violations last month alone. In addition, Azeri leader Ilham Aliyev and his regime continue their warmongering, including Aliyev's statement last year that "Our main enemies are the Armenians of the world." This statement is reminiscent of the Azerbaijani defense military spokesman Ramiz Melikov, who, as reported in 2004 by RFERL, threatened the very existence of Armenia, stating that in the next 25 to 30 years there will be no Armenian state in the South Caucasus. Azerbaijan continues its rapid buildup of its military and continues to boast that its military expenditures exceed Armenia's entire national budget. In fact, according to the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, Azerbaijan's military expenditures for 2013 alone exceed Armenia's military expenditures from 2000 to 2010. In addition, Azerbaijan just recently concluded a $1 billion arms purchase with Russia, further tipping the scale against Armenia. Clearly, such actions and statements do not bode well for regional peace, and the deterioration in the negotiation process seems to mirror the decline in Azerbaijan's human rights record, including freedom of expression and religion, among others.
In perhaps the most egregious violation of international norms, last fall, Azerbaijan pardoned an Azeri soldier, Ramil Safarov, who was convicted of brutally murdering an Armenian officer, Gurgen Margarian, with an axe while the latter was sleeping during a NATO Partnership for Peace training program in Hungary in 2004. Safarov was not only pardoned, but was promoted, received back pay for time spent in jail, given a new condo residence in Baku, and heralded as a national hero for his crime. This fundamental rejection of the rule of law adversely affects the Nagorno-Karabakh peace process and sends the wrong message to Azerbaijan's society. The Assembly was deeply troubled by the contemporaneous reports that Azerbaijan used its financial resources and Turkish influence to secure the repatriation of the murderer Safarov. The Assembly, therefore, strongly urges the Commission to examine in detail the Safarov affair, its implications for international law, and its consequences for conflict resolution.